due date has come and gone, and now you're left waiting and waiting and waiting for your baby to arrive.
I had a breakdown every night before I fell asleep. I can't take it anymore, please. It's horrible. You know, as much as I love her and I love being pregnant, I've had enough.
Lisa Leclezio gave birth to daughter Ava exactly 1 week past her due date.
It was trying. It was really, really trying. You get so uncomfortable. You just feel like you keep expanding. And you can't sleep. Your sleeping gets worse and your irritability goes up and your pains, whatever they might be throughout the pregnancy, get worse every single day.
OB-GYN Dr. Suzanne LaJoie says making sure mom and baby are okay near the end of the pregnancy starts at the beginning.
It's important that women are dated correctly, and most providers will see a woman, 6 to 7 or 8 weeks after their last period to kind of date the pregnancy. And that's important so that when you get to the end of the pregnancy, you have really good dating, and so we know how far to let you go afterwards.
Once a woman hits 41 weeks, risk factors increase.
At 41 weeks, we do see higher risks of perinatal morbidity and mortality, meaning stillborns and meconium and things that we don't want to see. And certainly at 42 weeks, that goes up even higher.
Once you pass your due date, your doctor may run tests to make sure everything's okay.
Talk to your midwife or obstetrician. Sometimes we can do tests of fetal well-being after your due date. We can do non-stress tests, or we can do sonograms to look at the baby and see how the baby's doing in utero. We can check amniotic fluid, and if everything looks good, oftentimes they'll let you wait a few days or even a week.
At a certain point, your healthcare provider may suggest inducing labor.
There are a lot of factors that go into that decision. One is the woman's age, or if she has any risk factors, and what's the condition of her cervix. To induce someone whose cervix is not ripe, meaning it's not soft or thinned or effaced, and it's not dilated, induction may not work, and they may end up with a cesarean section.
But a lot of the time, all you can do is wait.
Be very patient, comforting, massages are very good. Try to take their mind off it, which in every way, everyone has their own sort of way that they do that. For us, it was sort of, going to watching movies and a lot of massage and making meals together, that type of thing.
Lisa and her husband, Richard, tried a slew of different tactics to help get her labor going.
Drinking red raspberry leaf tea, nipple stimulation, sex, orgasm, bouncing on the birthing ball. Walking was really hard for me. That really helps. Eating spicy foods, visualization, going to the chiropractor, going to the acupuncturist. I mean, we had done, you name it, we tried it.
After speaking with several doulas and her doctor, Lisa got the green light to try drinking castor oil. It's usually used as a laxative, but is also said to bring on labor.
Richard put 2 ounces of castor oil, 2 ounces of orange juice, and some ice in a blender. And made it really frothy, like a pina colada. And then we poured it into a martini glass, just to make it fun, just for posterity, And I guzzled it down, and it was horrible.
Lisa choked down another castor oil cocktail a few hours later.
For me, it wasn't too good, actually. I was a bit of a weenie, actually. One small taste and I was almost wrenching for 20 minutes, yeah. But I make a good cocktail.
Lisa and Richard laid in bed and watched movies for hours afterwards and had almost given up hope when Lisa began feeling contractions. The next morning, baby Ava arrived.
The bottom line is, after everything, after all the aches and pains of the pregnancy, after all the misery of going overdue, after the C-section and the hospitalization and the recovery and the pain and everything else, it's so worth it. I see her and I look at her and I hold her and, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. I have the most beautiful baby in the world that I'm head over heels in love with, so I would do it again.